In this video, I was sent a weirdly unique gaming mouse with a built-in fan inside of the mouse that will also get me banned on Hypixel. So the only logical thing to do is take this mouse onto Hypixel, right? I mean, have you ever heard of a mouse that has a built-in fan right inside of it? This is the only mouse of this type that exists in the entire planet. Why? Because it's incredibly expensive to put a fan inside of a gaming mouse, and who even thinks of that? But before we forget, huge congratulations to the 5 cape winners in my last video. You're on the screen right now, and don't worry, this mouse company hooked me up with a huge giveaway for you, so listen carefully. I'm back, and I'm sorry for lacking on the uploads recently, but I want you to go ahead and comment one weird game mode that you want me to try in my next video right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special delivery. While I was away last week, I received the Zephyr Pro wireless gaming mouse, the world's first ever gaming mouse with a built-in fan. Yes, you heard that correctly. This could be a complete disaster. As you can see, we've just unboxed the mouse, and as you can see, it's in my hand. You can see this weird looking fan in this mouse. Now, the special thing about this mouse is that it's actually banned on Hypixel due to the weird CPS and double clicking you can get with this mouse. Now, I must admit, off first looks and impressions, it looks really nice. And holding the mouse in my hand, it's pretty heavy. I really like the packaging it came in. It actually looks really sick. I've never seen anything like this before. It comes with a bunch of random things that you don't really need to look at. I mean, we all know how to plug a mouse into the USB port, and if you don't, then I don't know what to say. Now, the good people at Zephyr gave me a very special opportunity. Now, like I mentioned, I've got a big giveaway in this video. In the email Zephyr sent to me, they said I can give away one of these weird in-fan gaming mice to one of you, and all you have to do is like this video, comment your Discord below so I can get your details if you win, and subscribe to this channel. With that being said, all that's left to do is get this mouse plugged into my PC, and let's see what the world's first and only fanned mouse is like. Okay, so we have just plugged in the Zephyr Wireless Pro gaming mouse, and it has a fan, which, again, I am very surprised by. This is very unusual for me, and if I put my hand over the top, I am someone that kind of gets really hot hands, so this is really good. Now, I'm going to try and get a little close-up for you. Again, as you can see, it's got a little RGB all the way around the side, and it goes around the back onto the other side. Now, this mouse is a very heavy, and like I said, we're giving away one of these to one of you. So if you haven't already, what are you doing? Like this video, comment your Discord, and subscribe, because if you suffer from, I guess, sweaty hands like me, then this is a pretty awesome mouse. Now, I'm not paid to do this by any means. I was just so intrigued that this is actually a thing. I'm trying to get the camera to focus so you can actually see fan inside. Now, that is actually a fan, which is LED, is RGB spinning around, as you can see. And honestly, the design of the mouse is actually quite nice. Now, we're just sitting here on the main menu on, obviously, the mystery mod client. As you can see, if I turn around, oh, you can almost see my cape there. But I'm going to take this mouse onto Hypixel, where it's actually not allowed. Now, it's use at your own risk, which essentially means not really allowed, for the pure reason that the clicks on this mouse and the actual click mechanic they use in this mouse isn't very reliable. Now, in no way am I dissing this mouse at all. I actually so far really like it. I haven't used it yet, but that's the pure reason as to why this thing is actually quite dangerous to use on servers like Hypixel, where they do have rules like against certain mice, against certain brands, etc. Okay, so we're here on Hypixel. We don't have a rank anymore. We are literally a non, and I saw so many of you laughing at me in my last video. I understand. I deserve it. I deserve to have my rank lost, and it is what it is. But the one thing I will say about this mouse is that it has quite a few buttons that you wouldn't necessarily notice. So you've got 2 on the side right here. You've also got 2 on the back. Now, you can apparently click this one, which is fan. Now, I just felt, I think the speed of the fan actually changes. Now, this is the light, which, oh my god, as you can see, we've now got like a different kind of all matching color, and I think I actually prefer that rather than just rainbow, which can be quite distracting. Now, the first thing I want to test is clicks per second. Now, I want to see if you can butterfly click with this thing. I'm not the best at butterfly clicking. We're not really getting past 13 CPS. Now, in terms of actual clicking, we're getting 10. I mean, again, like, I'm not very someone that can click very fast, very easily. I'm like a nice little 10 CPS max type of guy for the most part, as a lot of you know. But what I do really want to know is how easy this thing is to use. Now, we're going to go into a game of duels quickly to try off this mouse. And again, the sensor in this thing is apparently known to be quite flawless, which is something you might want to consider. I've had a few sensors break in previous mice I've used. But yeah, we're going to go into a game here. I am undisguised, which isn't by choice, unfortunately. We're going up against, I don't even want to know how you pronounce that name, but we're going to just use this mouse. It's my first time using it. Let's just see how this thing is. Now, I am a bit rusty at Minecraft, I will admit. But anyway, this is... Okay, now, this does feel like a glorious mod low. If I had to compare this to a mouse I've used before, clicking is very smooth. It's very, like... It feels very minimal. It almost feels like you don't have to apply any pressure whatsoever, which, again, can be quite dangerous. And the only dangerous part about this mouse is if you've used it for some time and you are encountering a double click, which, again, is something that will automatically get picked up by things like Watchdog. I don't even know if they call it Watchdog. What do they call Atlas? I guess. Atlas, I don't know if it... Is it still called Watchdog? I can't even know. I can't keep up with the names of all of these Hypixel anti-cheats these days. But anyway, this guy is lagging about the building, as you can probably expect on Hypixel at this late hour. But we've won our first game. Now, I'm not satisfied enough just yet. This thing is pretty awesome, but why are the colors... I actually really like the little blue and the yellow there, but it's random how the wheel stays one color while the rest of it changes. I don't know if that's by choice, but it is pretty interesting. Now, the one thing I do like is the detail they have on the side here, which I'll try and zoom in on. It says Arsback, which is... oh, no, Marsback, sorry, which is the actual company behind this. It's the Marsback Zephyr Pro, if any of you are wondering. And again, the whole point of this mouse is that it does have a fan, and honestly, it does feel quite nice, especially for someone that does get pretty hot hands. Like I said, I think I'm going to up the setting because it didn't feel... There we go. Now that feels a bit more cooler, I must admit. I think you can change the fan speed. I must admit, I haven't really messed around with this too much. I've dived straight into this without reading anything at all, and we're going to kill this purple man right here. You are dead. I must admit, this is probably one of the weirder mouses I've ever received before, and I was just too intrigued not to talk about this or make a video. Again, it's pretty interesting that this mouse can actually get you banned, and I would like to know in the comments if any of you have actually encountered getting banned from double clicking or from a faulty mouse, which is essentially what they describe this whole situation as. I wonder if it could happen for the first time using it. I'm sure it probably does happen. You know, you get faulty items all the time. I'm sure you guys have probably bought something like headphones or something from the store, and they just haven't worked straight away. I remember buying a pair of Astro headphones and that happened. Anyway, let's go into some Bedwars. What I've just realized is that we are the first YouTuber to play air-conditioned Bedwars. We have an air-conditioned mouse right here, and I am not sure how to feel. Now, a question a lot of you are probably wondering is this worth actually buying? Obviously, I can't really answer that truthfully because I was sent this mouse, complete transparency, they sent this to me, but the price of this mouse is around $60, which, again, is pretty much what you're paying for a lot of mice, if not less. You know, you can be paying less for some mice, you can also be paying more. Paying $60 is a pretty standard price for a mouse that is relatively sturdy, and that's what I would say about this mouse. It does feel very sturdy. Like I said, the closest thing I can compare this to in terms of feeling and shape and size is probably a Glorious Mod Low. Now, the only difference is that the Glorious Mod Low is a lot lighter. Obviously, it's wireless. I think you can get a wired version, but obviously I use wireless, and as well, it's probably got a little bit of a smoother click to it. Now, having said that, I can't actually tell you how much. I think the price of Glorious Mod Low is roughly the same. It's actually not that bad in comparison. Anyway, this guy's gone back to his island. Can we get there before he gets a fireball? Probably not. Oh, he's building up to me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to hit him off like that. There you go. All right, he just died. We're just going to go take his bed. Oh, God. He just lagged over to me. Oh, my God. Oh my god, we just flawless that guy. Okay, we're not getting rushed right now. But like I was saying, in terms of the pricing of this mouse, is it worth it? This is my first time using it, and I must admit, if I paid $60 for this thing, I actually wouldn't mind that too much. If anything, you know, you're going to be paying around $40 to $50 to maybe even $60 for a mouse. And if you do suffer from like sweaty palms, or, you know, just, you know, your hands getting hot, or maybe you play games for a long time, or you live in a country where it is just naturally very hot, you know what, maybe this mouse isn't a bad investment after all. Again, I would do your research. There is a bunch of other dedicated technology channels that probably have seen this mouse, because like I said, it is a bit of a one of a kind. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. Again, it is something I actually really like, because my hands are always hot. I don't know if I'm just warm-blooded or whatever it is, but I do get hot hands from time to time. And like I said, this is definitely going to be helpful in terms of the ergonomics behind this mouse and how it actually feels to use. It does feel very much like my old Glorious Mod Low, which again, if you know something, I don't use the Glorious Mod Low now. I use a Corsair. What do I use? I use the Corsair. I use a Corsair mouse that for some reason has slipped my mind that I've used. Oh, Saber Pro RGB, which is a little bit, I'd say a little bit bigger than this, maybe. Maybe I can't even tell. Actually, can't even tell. It's one of those things when you start using a mouse, it's hard to tell what your old mouse actually felt like in comparison. But what I will say so far is that this has been a pleasant transition. It hasn't really felt difficult to use this thing at all since I plugged it in. And yeah, I mean, obviously we're going to continue with this game. If we win our first game of Bedwars with this thing. This could be the ultimate mouse of breaking my curse in Bedwars. But again, we haven't really gone up against anyone. Okay, that guy is still in leather, and we're gonna go for him. It's gray. Oh, blue. Hello, blue. All right. Yo, blue. Chill. Oh my god, he hit. Oh my god, he almost killed me. All right. Oh, we have 8 diamonds. Okay, 8 emeralds, I should say. Right, we're going to go back to our base and get permanent diamond, because why the heck not when we've got that many? Also going to go ahead and get some diamonds because I am feeling a little bit greedy. Okay, we got the diamonds. Yeah, I was just going to say, I do need to turn my sounds up a little bit because I can't hear when I'm getting attacked or anything right now, which is kind of dangerous for us. It is us versus white right now and green. We're in a pretty good place right now, to be honest with you. We haven't really had too much of a challenge this game. It's actually been a pretty nice review, and as you can see, we are the blue team right now, and well, it was blue for a second on the RGB, but anyway, let's go ahead and get ourselves permanent diamond, and also get a permanent armor, and also upgrade again. Wow, we are actually pretty decked out, I must admit. We need to go for a sword now. We need to go for a new sword. We can't be chilling on iron when or stone, I should say. You know, one thing I've noticed is that you get used to the cold, and when I take my hand away from this air-conditioned mouse, it actually just feels really warm in the room. You get used to it, and when you pull your hand away, you just lose that coolness that you're getting from the fan. Now, the one thing I haven't mentioned so far, and is possibly a bit of a hazard, when you are using this mouse, you do have a fan right under your palm. Now, I don't know, they must have done so many tests, and again, I don't want to get too graphical, but it must be some kind of hazard to have this thing here just chilling. You know, it's impossible for it not to be a hazard, I would say. I'm not too bothered by it. I don't think I'm in any kind of danger. Oh, wait. Okay, yo. What's up? That's white team. Oh my god. White team. They had a diamond sword there, okay. But like I was saying, the only hazard I can think of is the fact that you've got to know that you have a mouse and you do have a fan underneath you the whole time. If you're someone like I used to be who rages quite often and, you know, maybe, you know, froze items of technology that they probably shouldn't throw around, then, you know, it could be a problem. It could be a problem if you throw this mouse. You know, what if the fan just like whizzes out and, you know, I don't know, it flies around your room, breaks a bunch of stuff. This is definitely not a mouse that you would want to chuck around by any means. Having said that, I do really like this thing. I think it would be difficult for me to really compare this to anything else because it's just so unique. All right, this guy's definitely got a fireball. I'm just waiting for, yeah. Use it. Come on, use it, man. Just use it. Ah, so scared. All right, I'm going. Nope. 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 We got your bed. I don't know what he was thinking. I think he had a fireball on him that he didn't use. All right, we're just gonna wait for our final here, and we should be able to get this guy. He doesn't even have. He has leather, man. There we go. You're gonzo. All right, I think that guy's going to our island right now, which is no problem of mine. I actually don't mind that. So yeah, keep that in mind. You do have a fan right under your palm, and I can imagine if you got cut by this thing or you put your, you know, in any scenario, it probably would result painfully. So if you are going to purchase this, you know, just make sure you're careful and you're not someone that's just going to rage or something, because I know that is a common tendency online with a lot of gamers, and maybe not so much in Minecraft, maybe more in Minecraft. He's just voided, so we're just going to get their bed and kill them, and we're going to win the game right here because I don't know what this guy thought he was doing, but he's dead, and there we go. We got 9 kills that game. All right, nice. As you can see, we've been on the mystery mod client in this video. You've probably been able to see my CPS and my FPS in the top right if you've been paying attention. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a little bit different, I know. We do have the mouse right here, and I am a big fan of this thing. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to use this thing again. I want to know what you guys think about it. The Zephyr Pro. It is very nice. I must admit, I was actually very happy with this thing in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, make sure that Enzo will be picking a new winner in the next video to get yourself one of these, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.